Okay, imagine this. You're standing on an open African plain. The sun is blazing, and suddenly, boom! This wave of warriors comes sprinting toward you, shields up, spears ready, kicking up dust like a stampede. At the center of it all is one man, a man whose name hit history like a lightning strike, Shaka Zulu. And trust me, his story is way crazier than whatever you heard in school. So here's the deal. Shaka wasn't supposed to be a king. He wasn't even supposed to survive childhood. Born around 1787, technically out of wedlock, tossed into a messy political situation, bullied, underestimated. Basically the ultimate underdog origin story. But instead of folding, he built himself into something else entirely. A strategist, a fighter, a leader who could read chaos like a book. When Shaka joined the Mthethwa military under Chief Dingus Wayo, everything changed. He finally found a place where skill mattered more than family drama, and he didn't just get good, he started changing the game. He redesigned the spear, turning that long, wobbly throwing stick into the ikalwa, a short stabbing spear named after the sound it made coming out of someone's body. Yeah, intense, but it worked. Suddenly, battles weren't shout and throw from a distance. They were up close, personal, dominating. And he didn't stop there. Shaka reinvented training, drills, discipline, endurance that pushed warriors beyond what anyone else in the region was doing. It was like he took the concept of an army and said, cool, now let's make it terrifying. When Dingus Wayo died, Shaka rose as king of the Zulu. And this is where things get wild. Because in just about a decade, he transformed a relatively small chiefdom into a powerhouse that reshaped southern Africa. His tactics? Genius. He introduced the famous bullhorn formation. Imagine drawing a giant U shape around an enemy. The chest holds them into place, the horns swing around to trap them, and the loins, the reserves, wait to crush whatever's left. It was clean, it was fast, it was brutal, and nobody else was doing it quite like him. But Shaka wasn't only about war. He reorganized society, standardized regiments, encouraged innovation, built alliances when it made sense. And somehow, through all this, people followed him with absolute loyalty. Not because he was soft, he definitely wasn't, but because he represented courage, order, and possibility in a world where survival was not guaranteed. Now, here's something people mess up about Shaka. They either paint him as a flawless hero or a ruthless villain. But real history? It's messy. He was brilliant, but also extreme. His grief after his mother's death, for example, led him to make decisions that pushed his people to their limits. Some call it madness. Some call it heartbreak that spiraled out of control. Either way, it shows he wasn't a myth. He was a human navigating power, pain, and pressure at a scale most of us can't imagine. And of course, his story doesn't end quietly. After years of expansion and change, Shaka's own half-brothers assassinated him in 1828, a dramatic end to a dramatic life. But even though his reign was short, his impact echoed way beyond his lifetime. He didn't just build a kingdom, he reshaped the political map of southern Africa. His military innovations influenced warfare for generations. And his name? It became legend, a symbol of strength, strategy, and sheer force of will. So why does Shaka Zulu still pull us in today? Maybe it's because he proves something powerful, that your beginnings don't define your destiny, that one person with enough vision and fire can flip the world around them completely upside down. Or maybe it's just because his story is epic. The rise, the battles, the triumph, the tragedy, it's cinematic, it's raw, it's real. And if you take anything from this ancient king with an iron will, let it be this. Greatness doesn't always come from comfort. It comes from challenge, from daring to change the rules, from stepping onto the field, whether it's literal or metaphorical, ready to reshape the story. So next time you hear the name Shaka Zulu, don't just think warrior king, think innovator, think underdog, think unstoppable momentum. Because in the grand timeline of history, few figures hit the world as hard or left a mark as unforgettable as Shaka, son of Senzangakona, the king who rewrote what power could look like. If you enjoyed this dive into one of history's most intense leaders, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and let me know which legend you want to explore next. All right, I'll catch you in the next one.